ladies and gentlemen, my name is DKL and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation. No, not Salvation. This isn't Salvation. What is this one called? Relapse. It's called Relapse. That's what it is. I had a relapse just now. Jeez. So last time, we had a strange picture from Yuri showing us her arm. Yeah, that was a thing. So we went over to clear stuff up with her after walking Monica back home and almost having a thing with her. Almost. And so we went over to Yuri's house with Natsuki and talked to her about it, cleared everything up, came home, stared out the window for probably hours. And then we went into Monica's perspective and things got a little NSFW. So, I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, you guys. But I'm gonna continue this mod anyway. I have the potential to really help her now. And Monica didn't seem too upset about me leaving once I mentioned spending the weekend with her. But then there's Sayori. Sigh. She'll just lie about it if I text her. I'll just have to try and find a way to bring it up in the morning. I'm assuming she even shows up. I would feel bothered by this thought if I hadn't just completed a mental triathlon. My button back feels sore as I stand up from the couch. I need some air. I look around for a while as I enter the front hall before I realize that I'm still wearing my shoes. This also means I'm still in my uniform, but I cease to care. It's not like anyone's gonna see me anyways. I make sure to accidentally bump into the door facing on my way out. What? I'm confused. After walking the street a little bit, I actually begin to feel better. The air is cool and calm, and the moonlight bounces off the sidewalk and street. Everything is peaceful, like I'm the only person in the world right now. Ooh! I feel my philosophical side wanting to come out as I look up into the stars and question humanity and the existence of everything. Cool. All my problems are so small compared to what's out there. Stars are exploding and collapsing, planets are getting destroyed in cataclysmic events. And I'm just some dude with a few girl problems. I find myself laughing genuinely for the first time in what seems like forever. As I return my attention to the street, I feel a confidence that I haven't felt since Tuesday. It felt like I was invincible back then, like I could do anything I wanted. But then again, I did have a bit of a god complex going. But maybe I was right to feel that way. Something brought me back and gave me a second chance to make things right. Why send me back if I didn't have the power to change anything? If there really is some guardian angel looking out for my friends. Thank you. I whisper these words to the air with a smile on my face. Oh, we're whispering. Thank you. Super Booper? That voice, it sounds like... Oh, hey Sayori.
I didn't expect you to see how you hire.
Oh, that was not English that I just spoke. She looks kind of down. I'm guessing that Monica thing's still bothering her. I could say the same. What brings you out so late?
Oh, I was just getting some fresh air is all.
Huh. I guess we can chalk it up to another thing we have in common.
Yeah.
It hurts me to see her acting this way. I have to help her. Well, since we're both out here, would you like to walk together?
No thanks. You looked like you didn't want to be bothered. It looks like you didn't want to be bothered.
I glance at the street and the buildings around me. Well, it's a good thing there isn't anyone around to bother me. I smile at Sayori, but she still looks upset.
Are you sure?
I'm sure that I'm sure. Plus, it always feels strange walking without you, you know? And hey, it'll be a good substitute since we didn't get to walk home together from school today.
Sorry about that.
I'm really not getting through to her, but I can't give up. No harm, no foul. Besides that, I wouldn't Besides that, I wouldn't be very chivalrous if I let Milady wander the streets at night alone. I'm hoping that my smile will be infectious enough, but it doesn't look like I'm having much luck.
Alright.
We begin walking together down the road. However, she isn't walking nearly as close to me as she was this morning. She needs to know nothing happened between me and Monica. Even if she doesn't believe me, I want to tell her.
Hey, Super Blooper?
Yes, Sayori?
Why are you still in your uniform?
Well, I've been kind of busy today. I guess I just never got around to changing.
Is it because of Monica?
Huh? I knew it, but I didn't expect her to just come out and say it like that. I grabbed Sayori's arm and stopped her from walking.
It's okay if you were. She's really pretty and smart. You deserve to be happy.
No, I don't.
Super Blooper?
People who let their friends hurt like the way I've let you hurt, those people don't deserve happiness.
What are you talking about?
I know about your depression, Sayori. Why? Why did I just say that?
My...
Yeah, I've known for a few days now. Though I just didn't want to believe it at first. My oldest friend, my little ball of sunshine, suffering alone while I just sat in my room ignoring the world around me.
You knew when we went to the park?
Yeah, that was the day I found out.
But how?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. But that's not important. I'll admit that I invited you to the park because I was worried about you. But I realized while we were there that you really are the best part of my life. I meant what I said that day about how you're the most important thing in the world to me. When you left the club without me today, I knew it was because you saw me with Monica.
That's...
I should have run after you, explained that that there was nothing between us. Instead, I just told myself you'd be okay and went on. I'm a dang poor servant and even a worse friend. I smile through my words, even though I feel like crumbling. I need to get this off my chest if I'm ever going to really help her. But I need to know, Sayori. Did you truly want something to happen between Monica and me?
Of course, I thought I did. And after I left, all I could think of was the two of you. And it hurt. It felt like someone was stabbing me in the heart. It's funny though. I guess selfish people do deserve to be punished.
You're right, we do. But not you, Sayori. For as long as I've known you, you've been the most selfless, most caring person.
But I tricked you into joining the literature club. I made you walk home with me. I made you buy me a snack when I knew I couldn't afford it.
You know, Sayori, your memory must be slipping in your old age.
Uh-huh.
If I recall correctly, I wasn't forced to do any of those things. In fact, I'm positively certain that I did them because I wanted to. Not because I was tricked or felt bad, but because I enjoy getting to spend time with you. Nothing makes me happier than being by your side or seeing you smile after one of my horrible jokes. Listen, I can't claim to be very smart or that I know the first thing about depression, but I know for sure that you aren't selfish, no matter how hard you want to believe you are. And if you don't want me to care about you, then you're just straight out of luck. Because in my eyes, you're worth protecting, no matter the cost.
Why? Why do I feel this way? I want to be happy, but I also feel scared. Seeing you talk like this, I'm scared that...
Before she has time to finish, I pull her near and wrap my arms around her. Are you scared that you like me more than I like you? I feel Sayori's arms around me as she begins to stop. Am I actually helping, or am I just digging the hole deeper? This thought manages to bother me, even through my regained confidence. Sayori continues crying to my shoulder as I keep my arms firmly around her. I'd rather fight 100 bears than to let her go right now. This thought leads me to believe that the only reason I'm still sane is because of how stupid I am. Her crying begins to die down into gentle sobs, but she doesn't release her grip on me.
I was scared that your hugs would feel cold. But You're so warm. I'm scared of that too.
I guess I'll try to make my hug to more room temperature from now on. Hearing Sayori giggle makes me so happy my heart feels like it's gonna burst.
You're so silly, Super Booper.
Looks like you're finally rubbing off on me. As I begin to let up on the hug, she tightens her grip.
Can we just...
Of course. We stand together in silence for a few minutes. I feel her breathing on my neck and her rapid heartbeat against my chest. Do I? Do I love her? I regret thinking this as I feel my own heart start to speed up. When we were younger, I always loved her in a sisterly way, but now? Flirting with Natsuki and Monika was fun and lighthearted, and there was more lust and excitement than passion with Yuri. But this feels totally different. I noticed some warmth fading and realized Sayori's releasing her grip.
Sorry about crying on you.
Sorry about being a super awkward hugger.
You weren't that awkward.
Oh, please. It must be like hugging a crooked light pole. Because of these arms, I bet. Sayori laughs as I contort my arms in various ways. Maybe I really am in love with her. There should be tension after what we just went through, but I couldn't be more at ease.
We should probably start to head back now. It's getting really late.
Yeah, I reckon you're correct. The VP of the Breakfast Club does need her beauty sleep after all.
You know it!
Does she feel the same as me right now? Is that why she can bounce back so fast?
Hey, are you zoning out again?
Nope! Ready to go when you are! As soon as we begin walking back, Sayori slowly closes the gap between us. I'm not sure if I'm the one who started it, but I soon find myself holding hands with her. Aww, that's cute. We approach her house first. As we get closer, I suddenly feel an urge beginning to overcome me. This isn't like last time. Wait, what did that say? That was protective instinct. This is more like...
It looks like we're here.
So it would seem. We both just kind of stand still, not sure of what to do next. The way the moonlight reflects off her... What do I do now? I guess you should be going inside soon? I wouldn't want your parents to get worried.
You're right.
Even though she said this, neither one of us makes a move.
Before you go, I was wondering about your walk with Monika.
Poke. This poke at Sayori's head feels different from the others. I can't wait for this quarantine thing to be over so that I can actually try that out on some of my friends. Like, just out of nowhere, poke. It's like a spark of electricity gets sent through my body as my fingers connect. I quickly withdraw my hand and try to repress my blush. Don't tell me you're worrying about that again.
I wasn't worrying you, Mimi. I was just curious.
Well, Mrs. Curious, all we did was walk to her house together. Mrs.? Nothing more, nothing less.
I see.
Come on, you don't think I would try to replace my walk home buddy? Not when it's someone as awesome as you. I smiled at Sayori and quickly returned it.
Thanks, Super Booper. It means a lot to me.
Of course, Sayori. Silence returns briefly as the mood turns a bit more somber.
I should probably be heading inside.
Me too, it's already pretty late. Hey, we'll see each other in the Breakfast Club tomorrow.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Me and Sayori give each other a quick hug before she heads inside. I feel a smile spread across my face as I begin my trip home. And after a valiant journey, the humble knight Super Booper returns to his humble abode. I notice my silly thoughts beginning to leak out more as my mood improves. Maybe her goofiness has worn off on me. I say as I open the door. I kick off my shoes and start towards my room before I realize something. You know what? Freak it. I'm gonna eat dinner tonight. You know, that's probably a good idea. It's already pretty late and I haven't written poems yet. But I gotta break the cycle at some point. I'll give my strategic breakdown of what would be the best food to eat. My thinking eventually lands me with a frozen personal pizza. Oh, those are so good. I love those. I take it out of the fridge and preheat the oven. The oven preheating and then cooking the pizza will give me plenty of time to write poems. Luckily, my backpack is still next to the kitchen table from when I got home from school. After removing several sheets of paper and a pen, I get down to business. Let's get down to business! I had to stop halfway through doing poems to put the pizza in the oven. But at last I'm left with 4 masterpieces! Well, maybe not. I can't help but feel a little depressed as I read over the poems that I've written. I was in such a good mood when I wrote them. They still came out just as dark as before. Maybe darker. I tried not to think about it as I began placing them into my folder. Before closing my folder, however, my eyes landed on the poem I wrote for Yuri for today. Violet Eyes. I covet the time where I may meet her violet gaze. I wonder how one becomes so infallible as they appear heaven-sent. Electricity flows through the cords of my heart, but instead of pain, I simply feel joy. In a state where to explode would be a sweet release instead of a violent end. Where disarray provides warmth instead of confusion. How can one feel horror when they are at the side of fearless? How can one feel uncertainty when they are at the side of the one they desire? Yet, in this whirlwind of crimson hearts, I think but one question. Can I truly have that which I seek? In a world where light only fades? Oh, that is dark. Okay. It's probably a good thing I didn't show her this to her. Even though I had feelings for her when I wrote this, it still ended up being depressing. Sigh. Oh well. No use fretting over it now. The timer on my phone goes off just as I finish saying this. After I've had my fill of pizza and have managed to burn every possible area in my mouth, I decide it's probably time for bed. Toss my plate in the sink and make sure the oven is off before making my ascent. I don't even bother flipping on the lights as I enter. This would normally be the time I think over the agenda and come up with a strategy for tomorrow. My plans always fall apart anyway. And after today, I've earned a break. I plop down into bed after stripping out of my uniform and begin cuddling a pillow. After wishing Mr. Ceiling good night, I slowly fall conscious. Oh, hey! Sorry, I was just spacing out for a second. We did good today. Yuri told us about her cutting, we confronted Sayori about her depression, and Monica didn't seem... Actually, I wanted to talk about Monica. I've managed to regain access to some of the game's files while Super Booper's been awake. And after looking further into the script, I didn't want you to be mad at her. She was alone in a world that she could never be free from. She was forced to sit back and watch as the MC could pursue every girl but her. Never get a chance at happiness. Now, I'm not saying what she did was right, but with the position she was in, you can't blame her for doing something drastic. I hope you don't resent her for it. Oh, and don't worry about her trying to do it again. I figured it would be a good idea to set up a failsafe for each of the girls' traits. If anyone tries to tamper with them, it will ignore the input and display a message that I created. My hope is that seeing the message will snap her out of whatever she's feeling. But I'm willing to bet that she'll never see it in the first place. Well, that's a little awkward, isn't it? She really does seem like she's changed. But I also did something else while I was tampering with the code before setting up the firewall. Try not to be mad, okay? I increased Yuri's obsessive trait this morning while I was in there. I know that sounds terrible, but I expected Super Booper to catch on once she was more extreme. Truthfully, I had no idea she would do what she did, but my plan worked. Since I don't possess the abilities of the club president, my change to the code was temporary. So even if Super Booper hadn't talked to her, she still would have returned to normal. It was a scummy move, I know, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you about it before doing it. I hope you can forgive me. There is one more thing you should know. Well, it's just... sigh. Never mind. It's not that important. I'll bring it up some other time. I don't have anything else to share, so I'll just put you back in Super Booper. Sorry if he's having any explicit dreams. Oh no. Here we go. Be careful. Continue with caution. Oh, thank God. Whoa, what is going on? Amaterasu. Wait, what did I just say? What did I just say? I need to know what I just said. Is that Japanese? I think so. No. Amaterasu. Okay, I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that means. Google Translate's not helping me. I feel blood running down my cheeks as my alarm clock is engulfed in black flames. Oh crap! I'm torn between being excited that it actually worked and being scared that I just started a fire in my bedroom. Crap, crap, crap. I tried beating the fire with the pillow, but it's not very effective. Soon all I'm left with is a pile of ash on my nightstand and a few bloodstains on my sheets. What? Well, at least it didn't spread. But what the heck am I gonna do now that I don't have a knife? Huh? I wake up and look at my intact alarm clock. Smack. I stretch my arms as I sit up in bed. I wonder how many people dream about destroying their alarm clock. I climb out of bed and pick out a clean uniform from my closet. On my way out of my bedroom, I glance at my alarm clock one more time. Amaterasu. Nothing happens. Dang. Even though I don't possess the Sharingan, I'm still in a good mood. I can help Yuri with the cutting. Monika's happy to hang out with me. Improving Natsuki's mood is still a talent of mine, and then of course there's Sayori. Now their depression's on the table, I finally feel like I can. My vision begins to blur as I feel sharp pains in my head. What's happened? I try to grab the sink as I begin to lose my balance. What's going on? I'm sorry. What? Ow, crap. I feel a stinging above my left elbow as I pick myself up off the floor. This is followed by something warm running down my face as I straighten up. Judging by the small puddle of blood, believe me, it's safe to assume I busted my head open. I hope this isn't Chris's blood. Who's Chris? The dumb joke does little to ease my pain, but does manage to bring a smile to my face. Maybe my stupidity really is the only thing keeping me sane. Ow! I try tapping at the wound on my head with my index finger, seeing how big it is, but it just caused it to sting more. Guess I should use the mirror instead. I use the sink as support as I slowly stand up. It appears that I cut open the skin just above my eyebrow. Ooh, that's a lot of blood. Luckily, it doesn't look like the cut is super deep. Unluckily, that doesn't stop it from continuing to bleed. I turn on the faucet and splash some water on my face to get the blood off. I grab a few tissues and press them up against the cut to stop the bleeding. Once I have pressure on the wound, I begin going through the cabinet to find the rubbing alcohol. This is gonna be it. I pour some rubbing alcohol on a rag and take a deep breath. Ah! Crap! If I didn't know any better, I think I would have just squeezed salty lemon juice into my blood. Once the burning has subsided some, I grab fresh tissues to press against my brow. My head becomes clear once the pain starts to dwindle. Why the heck did I pass out? I didn't forget to eat dinner and I slept like a baby last night. I wasn't even stressed out this morning. In fact, it was quite the opposite. Sigh. Sure, I've been getting hurt a lot lately. Maybe Sayori's clumsiness has worn off on me too. I know for certain that this wasn't caused by clumsiness, but I'd play it down anyway. Oh, speaking of Sayori, I still have to get ready for breakfast. Wonder how long I was passed out. Huh? The knocking sound definitely came from downstairs. Dang, is that her? Peel the tissues away from my face and toss them in a trash can. Maybe she won't notice. I tell myself this as I make my way out of the bathroom. I'm coming! Just don't draw any attention to it. Sayori can be oblivious. It'll be fine. Click.
Hi, Super. Ah! Ah, in your face!
Well, that could have gone better. Oh, this? It's nothing. I just tripped this morning.
Sayori, that looks bad. Are you sure you're okay?
I have the urge to poke her forehead for worrying, but I don't think it would help in this instance. I'm alright, I promise. I washed it off with some rubbing alcohol on it.
Are you sure? You can take a look at it if you want.
Thanks, Sayori. I appreciate the gesture, but I also remember you wanting to play doctor when we were kids just so you could hit me in the knee with stuff.
You would have to remember that, wouldn't you?
I'm only joking. I promise I'll let you know if I need any help with it.
Alright. I promise I won't hit you in the knee with anything this time.
I'm glad to hear it. But for now, I gotta go get ready for school. I bought more bacon yesterday for us to eat, so you can get started on that if you want.
Bacon!
Well, that certainly seemed to take her mind off things. Once I get done, I'll come down and whip up some pancakes to go with it. Are you up to the task?
Yes, sir!
Sayori proceeds to make her way into the kitchen as I head back upstairs. Hello? Cool. I quickly begin to strip down once I'm inside the bathroom. As I go and step into the shower, I notice I almost step into a small puddle of blood still on the floor. I grab some more tissue paper and quickly wipe it up. After taking the fastest shower in human history, I dry off and begin to put on my uniform. I feel some slight paranoia at the fact that Sayori basically had free roam over my house for the last few minutes. It's not like there's anything for her to find. She might notice the painkillers I left on the counter, but given my situation, it probably seems reasonable. Once I'm dressed to impress, I leave the bathroom. I can already smell the bacon cookie as I'm heading down the stairs. When I enter the kitchen, I see Sayori in deep focus standing over a skillet. For some reason, it brings to mind a scene from those old black and white sitcoms where a husband would kiss his wife as she was cooking the family breakfast. My face begins to heat up as I think about it.
That was fast!
Oh, yeah. I've always been told it's rude to keep a lady waiting.
I just now put the bacon in the skillet, so you didn't miss too much.
Sounds good. It will give me time to make my world famous pancakes.
I can't wait!
It doesn't occur to me until after I've said this, that I've only ever made pancakes once. Accidentally. I wasn't in the mood for waffles that day anyway. I ignore the worry as I pull out the pancake mix, a spatula, and another skillet. Once I have everything in order, I scooch up next to Sayori and flick on another stove eye. Excuse me, miss, but is this spot taken?
Well, this is the guy I was waiting for, but I guess he can stand it until he shows up.
Thank you kindly. I'll try to be good company.
It won't take much. The guy I'm waiting for is a pretty big meanie.
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm. He always makes me cook for him. Whenever I try to be nice, he pokes me in the head.
Pokes you in the head? You mean like this? Poke.
Yeah, just like that.
Well, I'm sure if you didn't worry so much about him, you wouldn't get poked. I've heard tales of people transforming into prunes.
Yeah, he said something similar. But I can't help but worry so much, you know? I care about him a lot.
Sayori, well, he's lucky to have someone as caring as you. And I'm sure he doesn't want you to worry so much because he cares about your happiness.
Super Booper?
This moment is ruined by the smell of something burning. Dang! I flip my can of pancakes over to see that one side of it is charred. Well, I guess this one will be mine, huh?
It doesn't look so world famous to me.
Well, as long as it's not on fire. I should say we're in no luck.
Mimi.
Oh man, I just made quesadillas for myself the other day. Like, it was the first time my mom... Alright, let me tell you, my mom makes great quesadillas. Like, they're so good. And she just taught me how to make them the other day, and I managed to not burn my apartment down. And I managed to make them taste decent. We continue to make playful banter as we cook. Once everything is said and done, we are left with 4 pancakes. Was there like something after that? And several pieces of bacon. I pull out 2 plates and slide 2 pancakes onto one before handing it to Sayori. Once we both have stacked plates, we take a seat at the kitchen table. She reclaims her seat next to me, and we both begin to eat. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see her sneaking glances at me as we do. I can't think bad of it, however, because I find myself doing the same to her occasionally. That's cute. Woo! That was some pretty good eating, huh, Sayori? We both managed to clear all the food on our plates. I'll be right back, guys. My mom needs help with something. So I'll be right back in just a second. You won't even know any time passed because I pressed a button to pause recording, so it's almost like no time has passed at all for you guys. Alright. We both managed to clear all the food on our plates. Well, except for the charcoal pancake, that is.
Those pancakes are really good, Silver Booper. And along with the bacon, too.
Thanks. I guess I just got lucky. But it was really your bacon that once again stole the show.
Ooh, I wonder if there's a way to combine them. We call them bacon and pancakes.
I will drop down to one knee and propose to Sayori on the day she cooks bacon pancakes. Still, those sound very not good. I'm sure the president and vice president could find a way to make that work. Though we might need to ask Natsuki for advice to prevent any unwanted fires.
Yeah. Speaking of Natsuki, I wonder if she'd be interested in joining our club. She doesn't live that far from here.
That's a really good idea, actually. Now that my plan to systematically spend time with every girl separately has fallen apart, spending any time with her at all could be good. Especially if she doesn't have a chance to eat much at home. I feel my jaw clenching as I think about it. That guy, I swear.
What? That's what?
Oh, sorry. I was just making some executive decisions, is all. Which is how I've come to the conclusion that asking Natsuki to join us will be a great idea!
Yay! Here, I'll text her and ask her if she's left her house yet.
Sayori proceeds to quick draw her phone out of her bag.
Ah!
My muscles tense up as I hear her scream. What's the matter?
We're running late!
I grin a little as my blood pressure returns to normal. I guess that's a sign we should get going, huh? Sayori immediately begins to frantically gather her things. While she's doing so, I pull out my phone to see that we actually are running pretty late. First period started 10 minutes ago. Huh. Though I can't say I wouldn't rather spend time with her. Watching her clumsily fall over herself as she gets ready to go makes my face run hot. I calmly toss the plates into the sink as Sayori bolts to the front door.
Come on, Slowpoke!
I'm coming. Scoop my bag and we both head out. She practically drags me across the sidewalk on a trip to school. By this point, she's probably noticed the fact that I'm not in any hurry. I prefer to just walk there with you. Dummy.
Super Booper, quit dragging your feet. We're gonna be late, we don't hurry up.
I'm not ready late.
Well, yeah. But we're gonna be more late if you don't pick up the pace.
More late, huh? Yeah, I was thinking you were in a literature club. I smirk at her as she realizes what she said.
Now's not the time for that. Now it's time to get into school.
Sayori grabs me by the elbow and once again pulls me along with her.
You can scope my verbality when we're back in the club.
Dang, she looks like she got me. Looks like she got me with that one. Wait, I didn't get to read that.
It looks like one of us should stick to focusing on breakfast. Ah!
I watch as Sayori slips on the sidewalk and begins to fall forward. It quickly occurs to me that she still has a firm grip on my arm. As she begins falling with her, I manage to channel my inner action hero and pull her towards me. Ow. My back hurts from the impact of the ground and my chest hurts from the impact of Sayori. Are you alright?
Super Booper, how did you get there?
Well, the concrete looks pretty soft and I didn't want you hogging it all to yourself. I ignore the pain as I smile at her.
You're so silly.
We both just lay on the sidewalk. I don't even notice the pain anymore. All I can feel is my heart racing.
I want...
Before I have time to think, Sayori leans in to kiss me. Oh yeah! Every ounce of blood, bone, and marrow is screaming at me to kiss her. I want to, but I can't. Not when she doesn't know about what happened with between Yuri and me. It would hurt her, but so will not kissing her. I feel like I'm being torn in two. Instead of leaning in to return the kiss, I just lie here with my eyes averted.
Super Booper?
Sayori,
I thought...
Sayori quickly pulls herself off me and stands up. I also stand up off the ground. Why? I'm sorry, I just... I don't know. Sayori, please, it's not you. I feel my voice beginning to break as I speak.
You felt so warm. I just wanted to...
My blood freezes as I hear the scream again. This time, though, I can barely distinguish it from reality. It's like I actually heard it. Before thinking, I throw my arms around Sayori and hug her tightly. I'm so sorry, Sayori. I messed up. I never wanted you to get hurt. I feel tears running down my face as I say this.
Super Booper, why are you crying? What's going on?
The familiar feeling of fatigue returns to me as I release her. Come on, I'll explain in my house.
But what about school?
We would have been late anyways. This is more important right now.
Super Booper?
As I begin walking back towards my house. After a few steps, I hear her beginning to follow behind me. Once we're both back inside, we stand in silence for a while. Sayori looks like she's trying to figure out what's going on. I feel worse the longer silence lasts until I finally can't stand it. Here, we should sit down. I take a seat on my couch and motion for her to do the same. After she's sat down, I begin. Listen, Sayori, I'm not really sure where to start, but you should know that I do have feelings for you. It's because of those feelings that I was scared to kiss you. So please don't think it's because of anything you did. I think you're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change a single thing about you, you know? It's just, well, something happened the other day. And I felt like I couldn't be with you until you knew about it.
What happened?
I love the way I said that.
What happened?
Her voice barely squeaks out as she speaks. And it fit! Oh, hey, perfect. Well, me and Yuri got to talking about a book that we both liked. I proceeded to tell her about how I invited Yuri to come over and how we watched the movie together. When she went to leave, she kissed me.
So, you and Yuri...
Sayori, please, it's not like that. It was just a hit of the moment thing.
If you like Yuri, that's fine. You don't have to try and make me feel better.
Sayori, that's it, I'm done for. There's no way I can explain what I'm feeling to her, not when she's like this. No, I can't give up. This may be my only chance. I can't lose her. Sayori, the reason I'm so concerned about how you feel is because I don't just care about you.
Uh-huh.
I love you.
You...
This time she isn't even able to get the full word out. No, stop it. That's why I was scared to kiss you. I wanted to, but I was afraid if I did, you would find out about Yuri. I didn't want you to get hurt. I feel tears once again running down my face. But I guess I screwed that up too.
No! Don't say that!
Sayori lunges across the couch and wraps her arms around me.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
She tries to speak between her sobbing.
I didn't mean to make you feel bad. It's my fault.
Sayori! I grab her by the shoulder and look her dead in the eyes. Don't say that. None of this is your fault. I should have been honest. I should have told you how I felt or about what happened with Yuri. I spent so much time worrying about it when I could have just said something. So please don't say it's your fault because it's not. And I already told you that it crushes me to see you unhappy like this.
Sniff. Super Booper.
She once again comes towards me, but instead of hugging me, she lays her head against my chest and begins to cry. I wrap my arms around her and sit with my chin over her head. The numbness from yesterday also decides to make a cameo appearance within me. I want nothing more than to stand up, to scream, to tell her the whole truth, to do something. But instead, I just sit here with my arms wrapped around her. I couldn't tell her the truth if I tried. There's no way she'd believe me. Heck, I wouldn't believe me. I closed my eyes and leaned back on the couch with her head still buried in my chest. As the next few minutes pass, her sobbing becomes more and more quiet. It's eventually totally silent in the room. I'm not sure how long it's been, but Sayori's voice eventually breaks the silence.
Super Booper?
Her voice is hoarse, and I can feel a cold spot on my chest from where she cried through my uniform. Yeah. I open my eyes as I feel something hit me in the stomach. Ow.
You said I could beat you up whenever you were a jerk, you know.
I can't help but smile as I rub at the spot where she punched me. I guess I did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
If all of your punches hurt that much, then it's probably smart for me to not be a jerk anymore, huh?
Mm-hmm. And you said... And you even said you were tough.
I am tough. I just didn't expect you to be so strong is all.
Please, I was holding back with that one.
The numbness I felt is slowly being replaced with relief as I see her lighten up. Man, I better learn how to stop being a jerk before I find out what a full-strength one feels like. All the weight left on my shoulders disappears as Sayori giggles.
You better. I don't think you could survive it.
Yes, ma'am. I'll try and learn quickly. We sit together on the couch in silence for a few minutes. Oddly enough, I soon find myself in the same position I was in with Yuri. Sayori leaning against me with my arm around her. But being in this position caused some of my memories to float to the surface. What will I tell her? How will she take it? I said that we could see how things went after I helped her. But I really do love Sayori. I can't change that just to make her feel better. And I highly doubt Sayori would dare to bring it up with her. Maybe I can find somebody to talk to after the...
Hey, Super Booper.
Yeah?
What are you gonna tell Yuri?
It seems me and Sayori are on the same wavelength. I'm not really sure yet. We kinda already split apart yesterday, but I'm afraid she might still be hurt after she learns about... us.
Split apart?
Yeah. I proceeded to tell her about my conversation with Yuri yesterday, without mentioning anything about the cutting, of course.
Oh.
She takes a while to process what I told her and how she'll respond.
Are you gonna tell her about me?
I wasn't planning on it, why?
No reason.
Can't blame her for being worried. She never has been good with confrontation. And I imagine the idea of being confronted by another club member might break her. Don't worry, I'll figure out some way to handle it. I put my hand on her shoulder to try to reassure her.
One more question. About us.
I meant what I said earlier, I really do love you.
But this situation just sort of mixed me up, you know?
That's talking about what happened though. Wait, was that me? Oh yeah, that was me. Sorry to say where I was just doing an impression of your voice. It was pretty good, right? After talking about what happened though, I feel comfortable being with you. And I'm willing to go at whatever pace you would like. I feel the furnace in my face kick on as I say this.
I keep feeling warm like this. It might sound silly, but it's like the sun poking through the rain clouds.
Sayori proceeds to rebury her head in my chest.
I was scared that I wouldn't be able to feel this again. That you would forget about me when you started to become friends with the other girls. I thought you would think I was selfish for always trying to spend time with you. And maybe this is selfish, but I want to keep feeling this. To have you make the rain clouds go away. I'm sorry if I'm a burden or anything, or make you feel responsible.
She proceeds to dig her head even deeper in my chest, making her voice almost inaudible.
Please don't leave me.
I rub her back as she begins to sob again. Sayori, I'm so sorry. I haven't been there for you all these years. But I will never let you face your demons alone. It's where my demons hide. Oh man, I should not do that before warming up. I don't know how much I can actually help your condition, but I'll do my dangest to keep you happy no matter what. Once your sobbing has come to an end, I lift up her chin so that we're facing each other. Sayori, this might be selfish of me as well, but I never want to leave your side either. No matter what the problem is, I'm more than happy to help you through it. You can never be a burden to me, not even if you tried. Because I truly do love you. I feel my mind beginning to go blank as she begins inching closer to me.
Super Booper?
As our lips meet, I feel something strange. Unlike Yuri, the world around me doesn't seem to slip away. Instead, I see all of my problems right in front of me, the massive weight that rests on my shoulders. Now, instead of them being gone, I feel a confidence to face these problems. I can't give up. Not so long as I have something to protect. I find myself embracing Sayori tightly as I think of this. As long as I have her, I can bear any burden the world throws at me. I have to ease up on some of my passion as I feel some primitive urges begin to pop up. We're both speechless as we separate from the kiss. Hope that was worth the wait.
You're so silly, Super Booper.
So a certain person keeps telling me. We sit in silence for a few minutes. There's a question I really want to ask, but I'm also scared to ruin the moment. I convince myself that it's to help her and begin to speak. Sayori, do your parents know about your...
I don't think so. I never told them. I didn't want them to worry about me more than they already do.
Sayori, part of our parents' job is to worry about their kids. They don't see you as some burden they have to deal with, but as a daughter that they love.
But why do you think it's changed when they find out? Why do they don't want to put up with me?
I'm sure she's put some thought into telling them in the past, but I'm not the voice of depression. Remember the other day when we went to the park? You brought up the time that you fell into the water and I had to save you. You remember how your parents reacted when they saw us afterwards?
They were
terrified when you told them that you had fallen into the lake. They were worried sick until I explained what actually had happened.
But they got mad at me too.
For a little while, yeah. The thing past what happened after they were mad. You, me, both of our parents. We were all joking and laughing about your clumsiness and how I was a hero.
I remember that you almost fell over when my dad patted you on the back.
It was not my fault your dad's so buff. Anyway, my scrawny kid self aside, the point is, even though your parents were worried and then mad, in the end those feelings were replaced with joy. It's because they love you. Being around you makes them happy. So when they worry about you, they're trying to protect their own happiness as well as yours. I guess it's kind of like you and me. Seeing me happy makes you happy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I imagine that's how your parents feel when they see you happy. I'm sure they'd be willing to do just about anything to keep you that way. So please don't think of yourself as a burden. Sayori thinks over everything I just said for a moment.
I want to tell them, but I'm still kind of nervous.
It's alright to feel nervous. And if you want me there to be there with you and tell them, I'd be more than happy to.
Thanks, Super Booper.
Sayori once again leans against me. This time she wraps her hands around my arm. There's no telling what's going through her head right now. The idea of having to help her tell her parents about the depression makes my confidence falter briefly. No! I could do it, no problem. For her, I would do anything. Even fight her dad if need be. I realize that I'm getting ahead of myself just a tad. Her dad could easily decapitate me with a single punch. Oh! I accidentally just kicked my cord. Okay. Silence continues to fill the room as Sayori holds my arm in a death grip. Silence, however, doesn't feel tense or awkward. This feels nice.
Super Booper, what are we gonna do at school?
Crap! Can't say that was on my mind. Dang, I forgot all about it. We should probably get going, huh? She releases my arm, allowing for the circulation to restart, and we both get up off the couch. For the second time today, we begin our journey towards school. Something's noticeably different this time. Instead of pulling me and trying to get me to hurry up, Sayori leisurely walks by my side. After walking in silence for a moment, we naturally fall back into our routine of small talk and playful banter. This time, though, we're holding hands while doing it. Along the way, we agree that we should keep our relationship under wraps for a little while, until we're both comfortable telling everyone. Once we arrive at the school, we're let in by an office worker and both receive tardy slips. We say our farewells and start towards our classes. I couldn't be happier as I head towards my second period, but this feeling does not last too long. That's because you're at school! I present my tardy slip to the teacher as I enter the classroom. She gives me a stern look before interrupting her lecture, but I have other things on my mind. I take a seat and play this morning's events. I kiss Sayori. We're actually a thing now! These last few days have really been something. Even if I can't totally solve some of the problems I'm faced with, I'll stick with it. Even helping just a little could make a big difference. Plus, if things don't work out, I'm still a bona fide time wizard. I have to suppress a laugh as I think back on my previous self. So much has happened since then. It feels like that was forever ago. Wrapping my mind around the fact that I thought I was a time wizard only 4 days ago proves to be quite hard. Still, I can't really say I've matured all that much. For all I know, I really could have gone off the deep end. Once again, I suppress a laugh and then decide to do something truly insane. You know what? Freak it. I'm gonna pay attention in class today. Wow. You don't usually do that? I turn my confidence towards the teacher as she continues her lecture. And so you could refer to Mercury as the dead planet. Its weak gravity and lack of tectonics prevents it from having an atmosphere. Huh? I stealthily dig my fingers into my ear to try to clear up this ringing. Ooh. So, what the heck's happening? The dizziness I felt in the bathroom this morning begins to return. Dang it, not here. What am I supposed to do? The light suddenly feels as though it burns my eyes. I try my best not to show my sign of panic, but it's becoming increasingly difficult. I glance at the clock and try to make out the time. Only 10 minutes left. I just have to hold out for 10 more minutes.
I wanted to tell you for a while, but I was too scared to. I know, I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to worry. Are you sure? You don't have to today if... Alright, but really wait until I'm done with classes. I don't want to fall behind again. Okay, I'll just tell Monica that I have a doctor's appointment. She won't mind if I just miss one day. Thanks. And could you maybe tell Dad for me?
She told her parents because we encouraged her.
I love you too. I'll call you again when my last class ends. Bye!
Good job, Sayori! I slowly pick my head up off the desk and look around the room. Where is everybody? Did they just leave me when the class ended? Buttholes. I set my notebook into my bag and begin to stand up. Panic overcomes me as I immediately feel nauseous once I'm on my feet. I throw my backpack over my shoulder and rush out of the room. I sprint towards the hall towards the restroom. My brain doesn't process it now, but the hallway is completely empty. I burst into the restroom and throw open the stall. I proceed to do something very ugly into the toilet. This mess continues to... Pardon me. This mess continues on and off for a few minutes before I finally start to feel better. By the end, I'm sweating, my hands are shaking, and my throat burns like heck. Knees weak, palms are sweaty, there's spaghetti on my mom already. My attempt to cheer myself up falls flat in all regards. What is happening to me? The migraine, the nosebleed, going colorblind, passing out of my bathroom in class, and now this? My throat burns even more as I try to swallow my fear. Dang it, why now? Why does it have to happen when I finally manage to get things to go well? I try and clench my fist, but all the muscles in my arm are too fatigued. Maybe I really should go to a doctor about this. Or at the very least tell my parents about it. Even though I lectured Sayori about telling her parents about her depression this morning, if this feels different. I put my hand on my forehead to check for a fever, but it's hard to tell with all the sweat. Mom and Dad are 3 hours away on business. I don't want them rushing home just because I might have a virus or the flu or something. He has corona! It's a little sad to think about, but I'm becoming quite adept at taking care of myself over the years. I'll just go to the drugstore after school and pick up some antibiotics. If Mom calls about it, I'll just tell her that I'm not feeling well. It takes some time to gather my strength before finally leaving the stall. Aside from some fatigue purging my system, seem to make me feel quite a bit better. I wash my hands and rinse my mouth at the sink before making my way back into the hall. Ooh. I check the time on my phone as I leave the bathroom and see that it's already halfway through third period. Darn, dang, how long was I out in class? It really is strange that no one woke me up. Plus, isn't there supposed to be another class in there after mine ended? My brow furrows as I think about it. It's probably just the teacher's plan period or something. My thoughts cease as I hear the door to the girls' bathroom close next to me. I see a familiar figure as I sneak a glance at who it is. Monica? Huh? Super Booper? There's an unusual paleness to her that I'm not used to seeing. Is she sick too? Hiya. Hey, I wasn't expecting to run into you out here. Why is she trying to put on a happy face? It's clear that she isn't feeling well. Don't tell me we're skipping class. No, I was just... Are you okay, Monica? You look like you're not feeling too well. Thanks. I'm glad you think I look sick. Hey, that's not what I know. Sorry. I was just feeling a little nauseous in class is all. But I'm fine now. Don't you worry about it. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better. What about you, Super Booper? You look like you haven't been feeling all that great either. What? Me? Please, I'm the pinnacle of health. Super Booper? Sorry, I guess I was feeling something similar. I swear I'm not trying to copy you, but I also feel better now. The news of my improved health doesn't seem to cheer her up. Strange. Huh? What was that? Oh, nothing important. I was just thinking about something. Anyways, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better now. After all, I wouldn't want any of my club members to be sick. Club members, huh? Here I was thinking we were friends. I put on a pouty face to try and guilt trip Monica. I know we were friends. Well, keep writing good poems and I'm sure you'll make it there eventually. Clear, my conversational skills are nowhere near her level. Ha ha, how clever. But it is a real shame. It just so happens that I only show my poems to my friends, you know. Well, looks like you're gonna have to work fast if you want me to read them so badly. Dang, how did she get me again? Sigh. Alright, I give up. Come on, don't tell me that's all you can handle. Huh. Shouldn't you be getting to class or something? After all, I wouldn't want to be responsible for the class star's grades slip. I think I can afford my grades to slip a bit. You, on the other hand, how will I win against this girl? How will I win against this girl? One day, I swear so upon my knight's honor. Hey, I'm on your time. I'm just waiting to escort you back to your class. Wouldn't want you getting attacked by any stray books or pencils, you know? Oh my, how could I have forgotten that you were such a gentleman? Well then, shall we be going? After you. As we begin to make our way down the hall, I begin to feel a little anxious. I hope she doesn't put me in a position where I have to tell her about Sayori and me. Not yet, anyways. I'm confident I can ward off any advances until then. Assuming the caveman side of my brain doesn't decide to suddenly take over. Super Booper? Before we get to class, can I show you something? Sure. Truth is, I wasn't looking forward to walking in late anyway. It'll only take a second. Monica stops in front of a room that I don't think I've ever been in. Uh-oh. She tries to handle, but the door appears to be locked. This doesn't stop her, though. She soon pulls out a set of keys and unlocks it. I guess if there's any student that would have a key to a classroom, it would be her. Once the door is open, we both make our way inside. And the music's gone, so I have a really bad feeling about this. Oh, okay. I immediately realize why she would have the keys as I step in. I'm willing to bet that this is where she's been practicing piano. Ooh, I like this rendition of your reality. Even though I've never been in here before, it has a strange familiarity to it. I feel relaxed for some reason. You can probably guess why I come in here, huh? I think I have a pretty good idea. I had no clue the band room was on this side of the school, though. It's not, actually. The band room is on the other side of the school, but it's too small to fit everything in it at once. So they store whatever they're not using at the time in here. And, well, since the school band can't really use a piano, I'm assuming it spends most of its time in here. Yeah. Ugh. I can't help but notice that Monica seems really candid. Does this room mean a lot to her? I mean, I get that she plays piano in here, but why is she being so shy about it? Well, I think it's pretty neat. Really? Yeah. Nice cozy room like this has an odd peacefulness to it, you know? I'm glad you think that. I feel the same way. I don't really see how you do it, though. If I had a key to an empty classroom, all my teachers would probably think I'd gone missing. You're not insinuating that you would skip class, are you? No. It's more of a statement than an insinuation. Guess I'm gonna have to try to rein in one of my club members. I'm certain that my mother would be thankful if you managed that. I quickly turned my attention away from Monica's glare and began to explore the room. If Sayori's clumsiness really has one off on me, this place will be a war zone in a minute. I'm extra careful not to touch or bump into anything. My focus abruptly stops on the piano as I get near it. Much like the room itself, there is something familiar about this piano. My head feels a little foggy as I wipe some of the dust off of it. Do you play at all? Huh? Monica's voice quickly snaps me out of my daze. Oh, I played some when I was younger because my mom played piano a lot when she was in school. But as I grew up, I kind of just forgot about it. Can't say it was ever all that good, though. Super Booper admitting that he wasn't good at something. I must be dreaming. Well, it wouldn't be much of a surprise considering how much you already dream about me. Wait, did I just win? Did I finally beat her? I'm just barely able to withhold my celebration dance. Hold on, or does she actually have dreams about me? Continuing my trend of copying Monica, my face also turns red. Anyways, I rack my brain trying to find a way to backpedal on this conversation. What about you? Does that extensive talent of yours carry over to the piano as well? I wouldn't exactly call it a talent, but I have been practicing quite a bit lately. I see. Well, while we're here, why don't you play something? Oh, I'm actually working on a piece right now, but I'm not finished with it yet. Practicing piano is one thing, but she writes her own music, too? What about you, Super Booper? Watching you play might make me feel more confident. Jeez, again with the bullying? I was only teasing. Although I would be interested to see how much you could play. I know that if I actually try to play something, I'll just embarrass myself. But at the same time, it's like the piano's drawing me in. Do I really miss playing it that much, or is this something else? Sigh. Fine, but only on one condition. You have to keep adding constructive criticism to yourself. Understood. I take a seat on the piano bench as I try to gather my bearing. Let's see, my middle finger starts here. Just try to play something easy, like my theme is quickly interrupted by Monica, who takes a seat on the bench next to me. Me sitting here won't make you any nervous, will you? Will it? Of course it will! No, not at all. The bench isn't very wide to begin with, so having two people sit on it like this, I feel as Monica's leg and shoulder against me as I try to reclaim my focus. Natsuki wasn't wrong about the thigh meat comment. Really? Dang it, Super Booper, focus! Like I said, it's been a while since I played. I'm gonna test out some of the keys real quick. I position my fingers according to how I remember being taught when I was a kid. Was that it? I feel electricity shoot up into my hands as I press down on the keys. What the heck? This time the tingling climbs all the way up my arms. My head begins to feel heavy as I continue. I have a strange sensation going through my body as I play some more notes. Feels like I'm watching the world through my eyes, but have no control. Every day, I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand, there's a pen to write a poem of me and you. Falls down into the dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into her heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to have that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? I continue to watch as my fingers slide across the piano with fluidity that I'm certain I don't have. This song, it sounds so familiar. Where have I heard this before? My head becomes increasingly foggy as I try to think about why I recognize it. I feel as though I could fall asleep as the music continues to play in my ears. Super Pooper? Huh? The world around me seems to slow down as I come to my sentences. Sorry, Monica, I guess I was kind of absorbed by my playing. Super Pooper, where did you learn to play that? Did I do something weird while I was playing? She looks like she's seen another ghost. Well, I'm not really sure, it just came to me. It's probably just something my mom taught me when I was a kid that I'd forgotten about. I scratch my neck as I nervously try to continue my excuse. Believe me, I didn't expect to be able to play something like that either. I guess I didn't want you outshining me too much. My nervous laughter doesn't seem to put Monica at ease. I see. Something your mother taught you when you were young. My heart beats faster as I notice Monica begin to take shallow breaths. Yeah. It seems I retained more than I thought. I'm hoping it's just my imagination, but I swear I can feel her shoulder and leg pressing into me more. Please don't make another comment. Dang it, this isn't good. I have to think about Sayori, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt Monica's feelings. You know, we've been here for quite a while. We should probably head back to our classes. I begin to stand up from the bench. Before I can put any distance between us, Monica grabs me by the wrist. Super Booper, it's alright if you're with Sayori. Huh? How did she know about that? Surely Sayori didn't say anything to her. Monica lets out a weak laugh that makes me feel like I just watched a puppy get kicked. Oh no. I'm glad that you're happy, really. But would you maybe... The grip on my wrist tightens as she tries to find the right words. But before she's given the chance, I retake my seat on the bench next to her. Of course, we are club members after all. Here I was thinking we were friends. Well, maybe once you're able to match me on the piano. I smile at Monica, who seems to ease up a little this time. We continue to sit together for a period of time that I cannot determine. It's mostly quiet at first, but we soon find ourselves talking about various subjects. It's not quite what you would expect after the somber exchange that just happened between us. But it appears to have improved Monica's mood, so I go along with it. We jump from talking about literature to philosophy to music. It feels like I'm having a conversation with a very confident and much less boring encyclopedia. We occasionally even take turns playing random snippets of music on the piano. Luckily, I don't lose control over my hands or arms this time. Which also means that I'm quite bad at it. I'm still a little on the... Stop it! I'm still on the brink of liking rap music, but if you break it down, it's a lot like a poa. Ring, ring, ring. Wait, was that the lunch bell? Monica pulls out her phone and proceeds to check the time. Looks like we might have gotten a little carried away, huh? Have you really been in here for almost 2 whole periods? We? Huh, if we get in trouble, I'm saying this whole thing was your idea. Flash from Monica a cheeky smile to show her that I'm joking. To think you would throw a poor girl like me under the bus. I guess chivalry really is dead. Yep, dead as Zed. Zed? Oh, sorry. It's a quote from a popular movie. It's about Pulp Fiction, right? Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean that I don't get pop culture. Hey! To be fair, you did play dumb. I throw my backpack over my shoulders and begin to head to the door with Monica in tow. Although I probably had plenty of time to learn not to underestimate you. It's alright. After all, not everyone can be a fast learner. I'm glad to see Monica returning to her usual self like this. I really hope she's okay with me and Sayori being together. I'm more than happy to be a friend to her when she needs one, but that's all I can be. Once we exit the room, we both begin to walk in the opposite directions. Aren't you going to lunch? Actually, I have first lunch. Wait, so we sat through your lunch period? Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm sure I can find time to eat during class. Eating lunch during class, huh? Must be nice to be Miss Class Star. My cheeky smile returns for a sequel as I say this. I'm assuming you're already aware that I hate being called that. Perfectly so. I have to pay you back somehow for all the bullying. If by bullying you mean beating you at wordplay, then I can understand how you'd want to play back. Anyway, sorry again for making this lunch. But if you want me to pick you up something from the cafeteria, I'd be happy to. Thanks, but that's alright. I packed my own, so I should be fine. In that case, I bid you farewell. And I look forward to seeing you in the club later. Yeah, see you then. It looks like Monica stops herself from saying something else. As we begin to go our separate ways, I can't help but feel a little guilty. First I turn her down and then she misses lunch because of me. Still, it seems that we both enjoy talking to each other. Stop it! I just hope that's enough. I power walk into the courtyard and towards the cafeteria. Wonder how much time I'll have to eat. I pull out my phone and get a little scared by what I see. New messages from Yuri. I'm sure it's fine. Hello, I was wondering if you could meet me for lunch. Man, it's one thing after another today, isn't it? Sure, are you in the cafeteria already? As I said this, I realized I had no idea we had the same lunch. I knew me and Sayori didn't, and now I know about Monica too. I wonder if Natsuki does or not. Bzz, bzz. Actually, I'm in classroom 201. Would it be okay if we meet here? 201. That's the floor directly below the club room. And it's also nowhere near the cafeteria. Sigh. Sorry, stomach. Yep, I'll be there in just a sec. Thank you. Man, I should really tell her she doesn't have to be so proper when she texts me. I make a 90-degree turn and begin my hungry journey towards classroom 201. It may be because of my new self-confidence, but it doesn't cross my mind that Yuri could try and ravage me when I get there. After more power walking and realizing cardio isn't for me, I arrive at 201. Yo, Sayori. Yuri! I swear, I'm gonna make this mistake a lot. Hello, Super Booper. I'm glad you could make it. Sorry about making you come all this way. Don't worry about it. I did say I'd be around whenever you needed me, right? Yes, you did. Thanks again. I don't deserve all your kindness. That's alright, because I don't deserve to have a friend as nice as you. So, I guess that makes us even? I suppose so. I grab the desk next to her and immediately assert my dominance over it. So, what's going on? Is everything okay? Oh, yes! I actually asked you to come over here to show you this. I feel my stomach tighten as she begins to pull up her sleeve. I did this after you left yesterday. What did I do? How did I manage this? Good job, Yuri! Is what I was trying to do, but then I got my fingers tangled up in my cord. I thought it might come for you to see it. She's not wrong about that. I do feel some my stress melt away as I look at the bandages. I'm really proud of you, Yuri. Honestly, seeing this makes me really happy. Yuri looks content as she begins to roll her sleeve back down. I'm glad to hear you say that. It's good that you've taken care of the cuts, but have you had the urge to do it again since you bandaged it? Yuri thinks over what she's about to say, but I already have a pretty good idea of her answer. Admittedly, I have, but thinking about the things you said to me yesterday, it helps. Is it a bad thing that my face is red right now? Well, I would be pretty crappy at being your friend if I didn't. Remember that I am more than happy to help whenever you need it. Thanks again, Super Boomer. Oh, and would you care to eat with me while you're here? It's so obvious that she wants me to. I can sit with you, but I didn't bring my lunch and never got around to going to the cafeteria. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to miss lunch. Don't worry about it. I had a pretty big breakfast anyways. I felt my stomach rumble in direct defiance to what I just said. It's too bad that I lost it all about an hour and a half ago. Here, maybe we could share mine. Really, it's all my hunger forces my mouth closed as Yuri pulls out her lunch. It's a stainless steel bento box full of rice, bits of grilled chicken, and steamed vegetables. Dang, if she's the one who cooked this, somebody better wife this girl up. Okay. I usually don't eat it all anyways, so I don't mind sharing it if you want some. I guess it would be rude of me to turn down such a nice offer. Oh, but I don't have anything to eat with. Here, I have an extra pair of chopsticks you can use. That's oddly convenient. Chopsticks? Dang. The only weakness in my westernized upbringing. Is everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. It's just that I don't use chopsticks very much. I never learned how to use chopsticks. But I'm sure I can manage. She hands me a pair of chopsticks that I proceed to fumble around with for a while. As we're eating, some paranoia decides to pop up. I wonder what Sayori would think if she walked by and saw us like this. Even though I know that's unlikely to happen, I still put a bit more distance between Yuri and me. Well, don't do that. We continue eating for a while, stopping only when she giggles at my poor handling of chopsticks. Huh? That was fast. I begin to stand up, and Yuri closes and puts away her bento box. Thank you for the lunch. I do my most Japanese bow as I say this. I'm glad you liked it. As I make my way towards the door, I notice that Yuri is staying seated. Aren't you gonna head to class now? Oh, actually this is my class. When I learned that it was empty during second lunch, I began staying in here. I see. Well, maybe I start joining you for lunch more often then. That would be nice. Sounds like a plan to me. Oh, I guess I'll see you in the club later. Yeah. Itches on my legs. See you then. Even though I had a good time eating lunch with Yuri, I decided to scold myself anyways. I need to be more careful with the way I act with her. I don't want to make things any worse for her when she eventually learns about me and Sayori. She's already got enough on her plate as it is. No pun intended. How long is this mod? The road of my classes go by fairly normally, though the number of somber exchanges I've had today has actually exhausted me a bit. Once the final bell is rung, I decide to pass through the courtyard on my way to the club. Even though it takes longer, I figure some vitamin D might wake me up a bit. Fate seems to have other ideas. I spot a coral-headed girl walking towards me.
Super Blooper!
Sayori proceeds to squeeze all the air out of my lungs as she hugs me. It's good to see you too, Sayori. I think I'm blacking out now.
Sorry about that, I was just a little nervous.
Take a second to regain all my lost oxygen before I get into speaking. Nervous? About what?
I told my mom earlier about my...
Man, she works fast! I didn't expect her to tell her parents so soon after we talked about it. It's wonderful, Sayori. I'm glad to hear it. Wait, why are you nervous?
My mom made me a doctor's appointment for after school. She's on her way now to pick me up.
I feel even more weight lift off my shoulders as I hear her say this. Well, I know you think doctors are spooky and all, but I'm really glad you're going to see one. This may come as a surprise, but it turns out I'm actually not a medical professional.
You're not? I had no idea!
I know, I would be surprised too. Our laughing is interrupted by the sound of a ringtone going off. Sayori pulls out her phone and reads over the message.
My mom's meeting you out front. Guess I'll talk to you again later.
Alright, if you need anything, I'll be more than happy to help.
Thanks, Super Blooper.
Oh, one more thing before we go. I glance around to see if anyone's looking before leaning in and pecking Sayori on the lips. Cute. That one's for good luck. I smile as the color on her face deepens.
I'll tell you how it goes when I get back, alright?
Looking forward to hearing from you.
Super Blooper?
After a quick hug, Sayori begins making her way towards the school entrance. I'm tempted to ask her if she wants me to go with her, but decide that's probably not a good idea. Why not? I would've! I think I'll leave this one to the doctors. Plus her mom would likely feel hurt if she found out I knew about Sayori before she did. I continue making my way to the clubroom with a big dumb grin on my face. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? All eyes land on me as I enter the clubroom. Hi, Super Blooper. Look who finally decided to show up. And here we were all thinking you chickened out because of the festival. That's not true. We weren't saying that. It's alright, and I'm sorry that I was late, everyone. You see, I ran into this old lady who needed help crossing the street, and I guess I just lost track of time. Perfect lie, thanks to Kakashi. Who? No one would ever dare question the existence of an elderly person. Nice try. Wait. You didn't happen to lose Sayori while you were helping old people, did you? I figured she would miss the day we went. I figured she wouldn't miss the day we know her festival plans. I was wondering where she was as well. Right now that everyone's here, I suppose I should tell you. Sayori had a doctor's appointment today, so she had to miss the club. And don't worry, we've already gone over what we'll be doing for the festival, so she won't be behind. Doctor's appointment? I hope everything is okay. First Yuri, now Sayori. You better not get me sick. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I ran into her earlier on my way to the club. She looked fine and told me it was just a checkup. Heh, surprised she didn't drag you with her given how scared she is of doctors. Letting her go all alone like that, some best friend you are. Even though I know she's already only joking, hearing that actually does hurt me a little. Natsuki. Huh? Take it easy, I was just kidding. I guess some of my worry leaked through the surface. Don't worry, I knew you were only kidding. I was just thinking of something is all. You're still a bad liar. You're a bad liar! I should never sing in her voice again. That was awful. Now that everything's been cleared up, I figured we'd go over the festival planning details after we've shared poems. So, you all have some time to read or write if you want to. And with that, everyone returns to their usual positions. I set my bag down on a desk in the front row trying to decide whether to talk to Monica or Yuri. What about Natsuki? However, even though I didn't know it was an answer choice, it looks like I'm going with C. Hey. Huh? Oh. Hey Natsuki, what's up? Listen, about what I said earlier. It's alright, really. I know you didn't mean it. Why won't you just let me say that I'm sorry? Because you don't need to? Honestly, I am a little concerned about Sayori, even though I know she'll be fine. But I'm not heartbroken over my decision not to go with her. Well, good, because I didn't feel like apologizing anyway. Wait, so you were actually going to go with her? Well, it had crossed my mind to do so, but I wouldn't have been able to help at all. Heh, that's for sure. Knowing you probably would have just made things worse. Thanks, Natsuki. Your words of encouragement are truly helpful. How did I ever get so lucky to have such a delicate and caring friend? Heh, keep out the sarcasm and I'll show you just how delicate and caring I really am. She points a clenched fist at my chest to reinforce her point. Understood. Now that her apology's out of the way, I expect her to head back into the closet. She seems to hesitate for some reason. Is something wrong? What did you and Yuri talk about yesterday? Uh-huh. Isn't that kind of personal? Plus, I thought she was okay with the idea of me and Yuri being together. Well... You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, I get it. It's just that ever since you left yesterday, Yuri's been acting different. Different? Not in a bad way, but when I asked her about it, she wouldn't tell me anything. Yuri's a private person in general, but she's never had a problem sharing things with me since we've been friends. So I'm a little ticked that you changed that. Dang, I wasn't expecting her to be mad about it. Why have I been so crappy at handling Natsuki recently? Sorry. I'm not mad, I just don't like being closed out by her. I'm a little thrown off by how sincere she's being right now. It took me almost a full week of appealing to her to get her to talk like this. But now she's doing it just because Yuri didn't answer a question. I haven't really given it much thought, but I never realized how close these two actually are. I'm sorry, Natsuki, it wasn't my intention for her to make you feel shut out. But when you say she's been acting different, what do you mean? Well, just look at her. I glance at Yuri, who is happily reading her book. Something seems off, though. I don't think I've ever seen her smile while reading alone before. So maybe she's just really enjoying the book. It's not the book. She told me something about it earlier, and it's not something you would smile at while reading. I'm a little confused, Natsuki. Are you upset because Yuri's been happy? Of course not, dummy. I just don't like not being told things. I wonder if this is because of her low confidence. The anger I feel whenever I see Natsuki upset begins to return. Does her dad keep things from her? Does he lie to her? Dang it, why do I immediately jump to everything being her dad's fault? Listen, Natsuki, I was just helping Yuri with something, that's all. I'm sorry that I can't tell you with what exactly, but I'm sure she'll open up to you about it to you eventually. Was it? Suki's voice breaks as she tries to speak. Was it about cuts? I feel a shiver as I just barely managed to hear what she said. So she did know. Crap. This really isn't the place to talk about this. I glanced at both Monica and Yuri. Both of them were absorbed in their own thing. Natsuki, So you did know. I'm not gonna get anywhere if I keep trying to dodge the question. But at the same time, it's not really my place to speak about these things. Sigh. Yes, I knew about her cuts. I found out yesterday, and that's the reason I went over to her house. That's what we were discussing when we went into the other room. Pathetic. Huh? We've only known her for a few days, but you managed to help her more than I could. I wanted to say something, but Natsuki barely managed to speak through her sobs. I was too scared. I'm just... sob. Pathetic. So I can feel my heart breaking as I watch her cry. I know it might make things harder for me soon, but I do the only thing I can think of. I wrap my arms around her and hold her tightly. You're not pathetic, Natsuki. Don't ever think you are. You've been a friend for much longer than I have, and I'm sure you mean a lot to her. For the second time today, I feel a cold spot on my chest as tears seep through my uniform. Just because you didn't confront her doesn't mean you aren't helping. I'm still counting on you to be there for her, you know. Her voice barely manages to squeak out. I glance up and notice we've grabbed the attention of both Monica and Yuri. This will be fun to explain. Even though I don't look forward to discussing why Natsuki's crying onto me, I don't let up on trying to comfort her. After her crying has begun to subside, she begins to pull away. You can stop now, perv. I grin at her and she insults me. Is everything alright? Well, Yuri, can I talk to you in the hall for a sec? Dang, is she gonna tell her that I blabbed about her cruds? Of course, Natsuki. It's obvious to me that after what just happened, Natsuki's gonna bring up Yuri's cut. But even though I'm a little scared of how Yuri will react, I'm also kind of happy. If Natsuki is able to help her too, I won't have to worry so much about it. Not that I mind helping. I lean up against the teacher's desk and stare out the window. It sure is nice outside. Before I manage to zone out too much, Monica approaches me. I'm gonna guess you probably want to know what just happened. Before I have time to finish, Monica wraps her arms around me. Man, there's been a lot of hugging going on today. Don't tell me you're gonna start crying on me too. Actually, I was scared that you were gonna be the one to start crying. Even after an exchange like that, she still manages to fit in something clever, and I just kicked my computer. I'm getting comfortable. I'm putting my legs up on the desk. Please. Real men don't cry. Yes, we do. That's not what Sayori told me. Wait, she told you about that? Nope. But you just did. Ugh. Moving on. If it wasn't to cry on me, then what was the hug for? Oh, I just wanted to thank you is all. Thank me? Well, that's the first time I've ever been thanked for making someone cry. I'm serious. Ever since you joined the club, you've been helping us. You convinced Sayori to go to the doctor, you helped Yuri with her cutting, you've cared about Natsuki and me. Wait, did Monica know about Yuri and Sayori? I guess I shouldn't be surprised with how smart she is. But still, I think she knew about them. Sayori, she's really lucky to have someone like you. Monica, before I get the chance, I hear the classroom door open behind me. Hey, Super Booper. Thanks. Huh? Oh, you're welcome, Natsuki. I'm cut off by Natsuki's fist hitting me square in the chest. Ow! What was that for? I didn't want you getting a big head over it. Oh, you could have just not thanked me. That's alright, I wanted to do this more. Even though my chest hurts now, I'm glad to see that Natsuki's cheered up. Are you alright, Super Booper? I think I'll survive. Only because I held back. You know, the girl's acting relatively normal, but some of my worries to rest. I still hope that Monica's really okay with Sayori and me. Well, now that everyone's settled back in, why don't we go ahead and share poems? But all three of the girls go and retrieve their poems. Once again, pull out my folder out of the bag and flip through the papers. I stop and look at the one I wrote for Sayori as I do. Maybe I'll get around to showing all four in one day eventually. Maybe. And with that, I'll end this video because it's gone on for quite a while, longer than I usually do. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe would be pretty nice. Having said that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!